Dr. John Brittas.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad that the House is debating on a very important aspect. And there should be a non-partisan issue. Even it should be beyond the scope of the nation or a state. And we should not be setting the agenda by saying that we have a solution for everything. Actually, the moment we say that, we have wisdom to deal with any crisis the world is facing. We are trying to confuse. As Niranjan said, I appreciate the quote which he said. We have merely borrowed this earth from our children. But some of us believe that we have inherited it and we have the right to do anything with this earth. That is the issue. Tiruchu Shiva, I am very glad that very senior member of this house. He talked about the example he set in the sky, of course. Yes. Yeah, that at 35,000 feet. Now I know that. See, when we go for committee meetings, Shiva also say that he doesn't want flowers. When the bureaucrats come to receive him with flowers, he says, "Don't. I don't want any flower." The sheer wastage. So, if we all can emulate something from somebody, that should be the best way of sending a message. Priyanka, you can also do that. Don't think that you are insulated from that. Okay. Sir, let us be realistic about the current situation. We should not be leaving this issue to the scientists or experts or to the government. Mr. Bhupendra Yadav is a very studious, learned minister. Yes. All of us support that. Though he has some linear politics sometimes, but still. But there is multilinearity. Multilinearity. We need to bear with that. Sir, as a nation, we should be very clear that we are paying the price for the greed of human beings. Essentially the greed of the developed nations.
And capitalists.
Capitalists. There comes the relevance of the ideology which Mr. Binoy and myself profess. Yes, yes, Manoja also. The capitalist competition. Sir, these developed countries which plundered Asia and Africa, they became industrialized nations at the cost of Asia and Africa. And they still rule the roost at the cost of developing world. Now there is an issue of a double-edged weapon. Sir, it's a very important matter. I've never heard you ringing bell when others were speaking.
Your party time is over.
No, sir.
And then you have another speaker.
Sir, I would request you, sir. Please. Please. So, please. Bear with me. I have only started.
Sir, there should be climate change here as well.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Sir.
But one should not deviate.
Sir, it's a double-edged weapon. One thing is that we countries, developing countries, start the process for industrialization. Now they want to thrust upon certain standard on us. Fine, perfect. I have no issue about that. At the same time, they are not prepared to shoulder their responsibility. The cumulative guilt they have to compensate. So for so many years, they have been shirking their responsibility. 71 corporations of this world, I would say 100 corporations are responsible for 71% of the emission. That's a fact. So, as a country, I will just come to certain aspects. I'm skipping so many points because I know that you're going to ring the bell again.
Your party has another speaker.
Yes.
If you take
He
all
will
the
speak,
time,
sir, don't worry
then
about
nothing will be left for him.
Sir, there are my friends there who are ready to give time because this is something a non-partisan issue. even the minister would try and set apart some time for the members. You need to have the collective inputs. It's not something which will come by having a unilateral discourse.
That you negotiate later.
Yes, sir,
about
we are.
time. But
Sir,
now, please.
sir, look, our policies, let us be very clear about our policies. It's absolutely a fact that this doesn't rest on the shoulder of Mr. Bhupendra Yadav. There are many ministries involved.
Yes.
Unless there are coordinated efforts,
Collaborative effort.
unless the states are also brought in, unless the civil society is brought in, we cannot find a solution to it. Sir, State of Kerala has decided that we will become net carbon neutral by 250. 250. Yeah, I know Tambidureji also. Edapadi, Padikar, what is that his name?
No, please, please, Mr. Brittas, please.
Sir, let us talk about our policies. We have been focusing on EV policy, electrical vehicle policy. Sir, what is the EV? We are using the fossil-made energy only, 70% of the energy. So just because converting our vehicles into EV, that's not going to solve the problem. There are other issues attached to it, sir. And even the FAME India scheme in its phase 2 has only made provisions for increase the demand incentives of two-wheelers. Sir, my request to Mr. Bhupendra Yadavji is that
Thank you.
you should give some incentive to the states.
Request kar lene di.
Those states which are sincerely making efforts to deal with this, so you should incentivize them. You should give them. And second is that there should be a set of awareness that should be created. And I feel that such a debate in the House would send right message to the civil society, to the humanity. Thank you very much.
Thank you.